Hey, and welcome to this week's Wax Pack Dad. Woo! We are the Wolverines of card opening shows. So, this week we're going to bust open an entire box of 81 Donruss. I already ripped it, so I had to go back because I made a big boo-boo on the show. So, I want to clarify here. 81 Fleer, 81 Donruss. 81 Donruss has Reigns, but does not have Baines and Valenzuela. 81 Fleer has Baines and Valenzuela, but does not have Reigns. So if you hear me talking about Baines, I probably had, or Valenzuela, a little too much to drink. So, really awesome. We're going to get right at it. We got 36 packs, 17 cards a pack. Woo! I'm ready. And I've been collecting football packs for the last couple weeks, getting ready for some really epic rips. Some things that I haven't ripped before, so pretty excited about it. Let's get at it. Okay. Let's see what we have here. In the back, I was looking for roller marks on it. I think I do see roller marks on it, which is good. You can see 18 cards and a stick of gum, which are two things that they never did again. They moved down because they're like, well, Topps can do 15, we can do 18. Yeah, but at that time, Topps was still king. I think the entire Donruss and Fleer were shot at, like, the pictures were shot at one particular location. So, anyway, let's get at it. Open these guys up. Like I said, these are notoriously rough ones, especially I think of the top one. You can see the back there, Mr. Tony La Russa there. Pretty bare, but, you know, for their first effort. So we got the Hal McRae, so you can kind of see here. Actually, not too bad. Comes right off. That's actually pretty good. Dick Williams, I believe he's a Hall of Fame manager. Don Money. All right, Vita Blue, we'll call him a winner there. Just passed away. Ron Oyster, Don Baylor, Bruce Bochet, Bob Walk, Bill Madlock, Don't Call Me Shirley, Mark Bellinger, Rich Gale, Stan Vanson, Dave Garcia, John LeMaster. Hey, all right, Mr. Tom Seaver. I'll always like that. Jim Barr and Mr. Look at that dapper guy, Tony La Russa. So let's open up pack number 2. There's also a Danny Ainge, which I had just pulled on the 81 Fleer. Ooh, that one. That one's going for the... That's a giveaway for the kids in the neighborhood. I'm kidding. Rick Sutcliffe. Let's see here. About that. Storage was a little full. Rick Sutcliffe, Ray Burris, Kiko Garcia, Rance Mulliniks, Danny Goodwin, Cliff Johnson. That's interesting. The list of A's, but he's got the Cubs uniforms on. There were a lot of misspellings that they didn't fix. Steve McCaddy. Hey, Reggie. All right. Dwight Evans, Doyle Alexander, Leon Durham, Jerry Royce, Dave Havorlo, Mitch Kellner, Jason Essien, Rob Wilfong, Ivan De Jesus. That's cool. Got a Tom Seaver and a Reggie. And they're not worth a ton, but earlier you go back, the better value. Pat Underwood. We'll just leave him like that. Tommy Boggs, Doug Capella, Jim Dwyer, Huskin Powell, another Leon Durham, another Jerry Rice. We got the same pack. Al Oliver, good player. John Milner, Mike Prawley, Bill Caldwell, Ron LeFleur, Glenn Adams, Jesus Figueroa, David Lopes. I'm trying to move around a little bit faster here than traditionally, so If you want a close look at the cards, you're just going to have to slow-mo it. Pat Kelly. Tony Bernazard. Terry Kennedy. Man, oh man, how many Dave Haverlos can you get? Hey, I'll take that off of Dave Winfield. That's his 4th-year card. That's really cool. UL Washington. Best known for sharing a rookie card with Alan Trammell and Paul Molitor. George Orta. Another Sutcliffe. Don Robinson. Elias Sosa. Bill Castro. Another Leon Durham. Rob Dressler. Jim Sundberg. Is there another guy in there? Willie Hernandez. Jerry Trisban. Jerry Royce again. Jeez. Tom Hausman. Greg Gross. Lots and lots of doubles. But, you know, got a couple nice Hall of Fame so far, guys. Ron Driesler. Whew. So they should say 16 cards. Doc Medic. Love that name. Lee Lacy. Dave Edwards. Fred Stanley. Mookie Wilson. I don't think... Is that his rookie card? I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to put it in there and check it out later. Ken Landau. Jerry Martin. Bob Pate. Jerry Narin. Pete Falcone. Jim Sundberg again. Don Robinson again. Sweet Lou Whitaker. We'll put him in the win column. Gary Ward and Larry Bradford. I don't know. It seems like collation. If you're checking any error cards here, there's like 30 in the set. Jim Dwyer. Well, this one just pops right off. Look at that. Not going to ruin that guy. Jesus Figueroa. Jerry Narin again. Bill Burden. Dennis Kinney. George Riley. Hoskin Powell again. Davey Lopes again. Pete Falcone again. The Candyman. John Candelaria. Tommy Boggs again. Ron Fleur again. Jerry Martin again. Gary Thomas. That I didn't get. Jose Cruz. Steve Murrah. Doug Capilla. And Glenn Adams. That was a rough one. I'll tell you the... Chet Lemon. Sorry, buddy. Hey, all right. That is a card that I was looking for. Nolan Ryan. It's beautiful. A little side to side, not too bad. Does have a little bit of a rough cut to it. We'll wrapper that guy up. Hey, and Jim Palmer right after him. And Warren Cromartie, Dane Org, Damasco Garcia, Don Schnatzer, Marty Patton, Del Alston, Dan Dreesen, Rich Dotson, Alan Ashby, Doug DeCinces, Woody Fryman, George Frazier, Bobby Greik, or Grick, Billy Sample. Someone told me how to pronounce his name, or Grich. I forgot. Someone took the time to share with me how, and I do that too. Oh, we got a Tom Seaver. We'll see if we can, so we'll just come out. Oh, that seems good. Seems good. Yep. Nice. Second Tom Seaver. Dallas Green. Mike Jorgensen, Jeff Leonard, Kent Tekulve with the smoky shades. Jerry Turner, Sammy Stewart, Jim Fry, Rick Burleson, Buck Martinez, John Montefusco, Junior Kennedy, Jim Fragosi, Bake McBride, good player, Cesar Cedeno, Dale Barra, and another Jim Palmer. We're going to take a break here. I believe that was 6 packs, and got one. We've got 1 out of the 7. You can see my murderer's row down below, my top 5, which may be changed as we get more cards in and fill them in. Who is going to get ruined? Dennis Littlejohn. Dave Lemanchek. Wow. Look at that guy. Joey McLaughlin. Jim Lentine. Never heard of that dude. Yeah, Willie Randolph. Charlie Moore. Paul Householder. Rusty Kuntz. There are no rules. Tippy Martinez. Jerry White. Mike Ivey. Mark Clear. Tom Buskey. Thought it was Husky at first. Pete Lecoq. Hey, alright, the kid, Robin Yount. I thought that was Johnny Bench at the end, but it was Joe Nolan. Okay, that's cool. We're averaging about one. Steve Howe. Some of you may get that there's a little dusty residue on Steve Howe's card. Should have cleaned that off with a razor blade. Dave Roberts, Fred Stanley. That's interesting that is upside down. Bill Caldwell, another Ron LaFleur, but I swear he was in a different outfit. Glenn Adams outfit. Furroa, Dave Lopes, Bob Driesler, Tom Houseman. Doc Medic again, Lee Lacey, Lance Parrish, Dave Edwards, Fred Stanley, Mookie, which you don't know if it's his rookie card or not. Technically all these are rookie cards from Donruss, but I'm sure you Mets fans know. Randy Lurch. Actually, these, I only think we've had a couple that were destroyed. John Verhoeven, Mike Vail, Dave Stapleton, Gary Thompson, Doug Flynn, Bill Verdon, the Candy Man, Bombo Riviera, love that name, Ken Oberkfell, Dennis Lamp, Bob Ochinko, Dave Kingman of the Cubs. I think one of my friends is a Cubs fan, likes Dave Kingman. Bill Stein, Denny Martinez, Preston Hanna, and Jose Cruz. That was junk. What do we got here? Steve Nicosa. Oh, that's going to end up bad. Dennis Kinney, Rick Sawfield, Dave Steeb. Oh, was 80 his rookie card? I'll have to look that up. Yeah, or 70. Actually, it's not even close. McLaughlin, Dave Ford, Butch Hobson, Jeff Zahn, Joe Amalfitano, Dave Rader, Phil Scrap Iron Garner, Steve Murr, Dick Knowles, Darryl Jackson, Mickey Hatcher, Darryl Porter, Cliff Johnson. Oof. Some roughies there. And another Jeff Zahn. Never have too many Jeff Zahns. Bob Pate. Not the Expo I'm looking for. Doug Flynn, Steve Nicosa, Mike Prawley. Jeez, how many Mookies are we going to get? Mike Vail, Martinez, Rader, Caldwell, Landreau, Stapleton, Hanna, Garner, Dave Edwards, Lurch, Kingman again, and Zahn. Ooh! Wow. This has been a rough second half of the pack here. We got Jeff Newman, Ron Davis, John Tudor, Jim Slayton. All right, Dale Murphy, Davey Lopes, Bob Dressler, Tom Houseman, Steve Dillard, Mike Covich, Bill Buckner. Wow. Thought I was a hairy dude. Look at that. Woo! Dennis Worth, Bob Stanley, Ben Ogilvy, Dave Bristol, a young debonair Bobby Cox. We'll keep that one. Jerry Narin. Just like when we get it, we'll do one more pack. Then I got to take an intermission here. Dale Murphy's actually got a little bit of value there too. I'm not even going to worry about that. Barry Foote. Here it is. Awesome. One of the coolest cards out of the set. 2 Hall of Famers, 2 pure hitters. PSA 10 I think is $375, and actually it runs about $40 in PSA 9, so that's actually pretty good. Fortunately a little off center, but since I gave away the last one, that will go in the PC. Willie Norwood, Jose Morales, Joe Page, Glenn Hubbard, Doug Corbett. I don't know if he's like his shoes untied or something. Roderick Perkin, Rance Mulliniks, Ivan DeJesus, Davis, Dan Stanhouse. Look at that soup strainer. Woof. Jim Cott. All right, there's a Hall of Famer. Larry Bittner, Danny Goodwin. Billy Martin. Dwight Evans. All right. Well, pretty happy about the best hitters card. Really cool. Good job, Donruss. Let's take 7 that I'm chasing, so that's cool. That's the Nolan Ryan and the best hitters card. Would like to get a couple rookies. I do not own Baines, and I actually pulled a Reigns when I first started, and I gave away the card. Just trying to grow the channel. Oh, we got another Dave Winfield. That's cool at the bottom. Spoiler alert, Jerry Martin. Either they come off nice like that, and there's just a little dust, or they do not come out nice, and you can just kiss that card goodbye. Bob Pate, Jerry Narin, Pete Falcone, Jim Sundberg, Don Robinson. This looks familiar. Gary Ward, Larry Bradford, Randy Lurch, John Verhoeven, Mike Under the Veil, Dave Stapleton, Gary Thomason, Doug Flynn, Bill Verdon, John Candelaria, and Mr. Dave Winfield. Looks like there's just a little bit of crap on there. Or not crap, but some edging issues. Oh well. Can't win them all, right? Tell you, the worst one was Pro Set Series 2. Collation. Holy crap, I got like 28 art shells. Bamo Rivera, Ken Overkveld, Dennis Lamp, Bob Ochinko, Dave Kingman, Bill Stein, Denny Martinez, Preston Hanna, Jose Cruz, Steve Nicosa, Dennis Kinney, Rick Soferld, another Dave Steeb, Bobby Clark, Lynn McLaughlin, Dave Ford, and Butch Hobson. I need another one of those ones with like Nolan Ryan in it. How many Ochinkos can you get in a pack? I don't know. It's like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? The world may never know. Milt Wilcox, Paul Splitteroff, who I learned was a very good pitcher in the late 70s with the Royals. Steve Stone, that's Harry Carey's side mate. Dennis Worth, Bob Stanley, Ben Ogilvie, good outfielder there. Dave Bristol, another Bobby Cox. For you Atlanta fans, Pat Zachary, Pat Putnam, Enrique Romo, John Walkenfoss, who just passed away, I heard. R.I.P. buddy. Tim Stoddard, Bucky Dent, Gary Allenson, Jerry Augustine. He's one of the Brewers. I don't even know what you want to call it, on-air personalities. He does a lot of the sideline interviews and stuff. Oh, this one looks like it's going to be trouble. Ooh, look at that. So far, actually, the quality of these has been good. Oh, that's really cool. So it's a George Brett MVP card. I did not know that was in here. That's really cool. I'm a huge George Brett fan. I know somebody else that's a George Brett fan too. That's just thought that was a little, it's just like the gleam off of his jaw. That's cool. The Football Guy USA is a big George Brett fan too, so that's cool. Oh, kind of cool. We got another one. We had an MVP And then we got a Cy Young with Mr. Steve Carlton. Really cool. Tim Stoddard, Bucky Dent, Gary Allenson, Sherry Augustine, Terry Whitfield. Our third, Mr. Tom Seaver, Dallas Green, Doug Flynn, Bill Verdon, Candemaria. Checklist, Sammy Stewart. Wow. Looks like he should be like fronting for like 38 special there. Jim Fry and Rick Burleson. All right, one more pack, and we've got it. Ooh, Dale Murphy on the top. I don't like that. Ooh, we're going to have some trouble with that. I'm going to have to work on it. I think we lost a Dale Murphy there. Man down, man down. Got Keogh. All right, our second, Reggie Jackson. Looks like the bottoms of these have got some dentage issues. Got Jimmy Rice here. Phil Necro, jeez. 2 Dale Murphys in one pack. 2 Dale Murphys enter, 1 Dale Murphy leaves. That's the law of Bartertown. Bob Welch, Joe Simpson, Jim Morrison. Going to break on through to the other side. Mr. Grubb, Enos Cabal, Dan Petrie, Rob, I believe it's Piccolo. Goose. Boy, a lot of Hall of Famers in this pack. I think we're due. Bob Rogers. I think that's actually Buck Rogers, and I'm not kidding. You know, what's funny is a lot of the cards up here, the Nolan Ryan and the best hitters card, they're worth more than the Tim Raines and Baines rookies, which is kind of funny, especially Raines. I mean, Baines is a borderline Hall of Famer at best. I know some people won't like that, but his stats bear that out. So there's Buck Martinez, John Monefusco, Junior Kennedy, Jim Fregosi, Bake McBride, Jose Cruz, Steve Nicosa, Dennis Kinney. All right, number 2 or 3 for Jim Palmer, Al McRae, Dick Williams, Don Money, Vita Blue again. R.I.P. Buddy, Ron Oyster, Don Baylor, Bruce Bocci, Bob Walk, Phil Scrap Iron Garner. And that's no dig on Baines. It's just anyone that makes it into the Hall of Fame is a great player. Just I understand why people like him and Jack Morris, you know, their rookies aren't worth as much as other people's. But like Tim Raines, for instance, you know, no doubt Hall of Famer, even though he didn't get the love from the original voters. But if you look at him, you know, as far as 600 plus stolen bases, just as a leadoff menace, I just can't believe in PSA 10 that card's $160. I don't see, you know, I'm talking smack about Jack Morris. I apologize, buddy. Don't come and haunt my dreams. And Earl Weaver, Rick Cerrone, Rick Drago. Storm Gorman Thomas, Jim Wolford, Gary Matthews, Dallas Green, Jeff Reardon. That is his rookie card with the Mets, no doubt. And Fergie Jenkins, Hall of Famer there. Dave Parker, not a Hall of Famer, kind of a borderline guy. The Cobra, MVP 1 year. Mark Wagner, so that was a good pack. I just want to pull up, you know, I don't want to have our hot rookie be Jeff Reardon. No offense, I mean, he's a decent reliever. Ooh, Al Bumbry taking the brunt of that. Willie Randolph. That's a nice card, though. All right, Carlton Fisk. Must have been one of his last cards with Boston, so I like that. Larry Sorensen, who's kind of confused because someone stole one of the R's from his name. Jet Clark, Cesar Geronimo, Bake McBride, Buddy Bell, Burt B. Home by 11. Look at that. That's a nice card. He is a Hall of Famer. Tippy Martinez, Pete Lecoq, Tony Perez, Hall of Famer. Charlie Moore, Gary Lavalier, Harry Spillman, Rick Miller. All right. Well, just thanks for sticking with me. I think we've got every 2/3 of the actual Hall of Famers in this set. We're just missing a few rookies, so let's hang tight, take another intermission here. Yourself, Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island. Discuss. Steve Murrah, Mark Bellinger, Rich Gale. I'll tell you I mean, you look at the corners, other than, like, sometimes there's a little ding here, but the rest of the corners look great. Stan Benson, Dave Garcia, John LeMaster. I think that's our 4th Seaver. So if anyone wants to trade, I certainly got that. Roy Howell, Keith Moreland, Bill Fahey. All right, Gaylord Perry. There we go. Picked up his rookie card. Dave Palmer, Miguel DeLone, Red Shindinks. Who's I think he's a Hall of Fame manager. He played for the Braves. Charlie Leibrandt and Don Ace. I don't know, is that Leibrandt's rookie card? Looks like, no. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I ain't got time for that. I think for 1 year, wasn't he like the number 5 starter on that Braves team? They always would pull, 5th starter out of their hind end. Keith Moreland, Gene Tennis, Gaylord Perry, Larry Gura, Dave Palmer. Oh, we got another Red Shindinks. Another chance for the Leibrandt, Don Ace, Wayne Nordenhagen, Otto Velez, Joaquin Andahar. Hey, look at that. Charlie Hustle. Like that. Pat Kelly, UL Washington, Scott Sanderson, and Wayne Garland. So, continuing to get the Hall of Fame lists. Really looking for Ozzie, Baines, and Raines, and Fernando right now. Pretty sure that the Fernando rookie is in Donruss. If it's not, then I guess I'm not looking for him. It's a George Hendricks, yeah. Oof. Sorry, buddy. Look at that. Young Tommy Lasorda. Brian Downing. Steve Trout. Ernie Witt. Joe Niekro, the brother. Sparky. Put him in there. We'll put him in the winner's pile. Elias Sosa, Willie Hernandez, Tony Bernazard, George Orta, Silvio Martinez, Darrell Thompson, Carney Lansford, Marvis Foley, Bob Baylor, Luis Pujols, and Al Collins. I'm not sure if that Pete Rose is going to beat anybody up there. Jeff Zahn, John Amalfin, whatever. Dave Rader, Bill Garner, Murrah. Oh, we got another. Oh, Steve Stone. Boy, that Orioles team had quite the lineup. Dick Tidrow, Burton Houghton, Terry Koosman, Steve Howe, Dave Roberts, Bill Fahey, and MVP number 2, Mr. Mike Schmidt. What the crap happened with the cutting on the right corner there? That is a cut. Like, how do you cut? Is that like the end of the printing run? The guy's like, hey, it's Thursday night, checks are coming in, I'm going to get wasted. Okay, whatever. Worker in 1981 Donruss printing shop. Hope the 2-for-1 Stroh's night was worth it. Mark Little, Bobby Maddock, Bruce Sutter, who's a Hall of Famer. Oh, and then we get the Mad Hungarian. I don't know, is that his rookie card? No, not even close. The Mad Hungarian Al Arboski. Look at that. He's kind of like channeling Macho Man, but he was cool. Macha, Salvatierra, Jim Tracy, Bob McClure, Gene Michael, Dave Roberts. Okay, that's our third Jim Palmer. Greg Minton. Hey, Danny Ainge. Pretty awesome. I'm not a basketball guy, but I thought he played a lot of his career with the Celtics and did some coaching too. But, if you're talented enough to make the majors. So that's pretty cool. We'll call him a winner. You're a winner, Danny Ainge, no matter what everyone tells you. Roger Erickson, Keith Smith, Bush Weniger. So we are still on the prowl for our three rookies, Ricky and Ozzie. So I guess there's 8 cards we're looking for, but Wayne Nordhagen. Oh, that's holding on. Otto Velez, Joaquin the Dog Anhudar, Charlie Hustle, number 2, Pat Kelly, Ewell Washington, Scott Sanderson, Wayne Garland, George Hendrick, Lasorda, Ryan Downing, Steve Trout, Ernie Witt, Joe Negro, Sparky, Elias Sosa, Willie Hernandez, Tony Bernazard. Okay, we are on the back 9 here. One more rip. I think we've got 5 packs. Let's see what we can do. Down to the last 5. Will we get a Ricky? Will we get a Reigns? The world may never know. That one's one that comes out. Greg Gross. George Riley, Bill Castro. Jerry Disbinski, Terry Kennedy, Rick Sutcliffe, Tom Pachorak, Mike Squires, Jim Norris, Craig Reynolds, Pat Underwood, Tommy Boggs, Doug Capilla, Jim Dwyer, Hoskin Powell, Leon Durham, Jerry Rice, and this guy for like the 7th time, Everilo. Came off nice. Scott Thompson, Nelson Norman. This is a new pack. Lynn Sakata. New cards. Ron Jackson. Mark Bellinger. Rich Gale. Knowles. Barry Foote. Pete Where the Red Ferns Grow. Hey! All right. Miss Tim Raines. Woo! Yeah, down. We got some problems, but, other than that, 4 real sharp corners. That's a winner. That's a winner, folks. Dick Davis, Juan Beniquez, Bill Travers, Mike Sadiq, John Castino, and a Gaylord Perry. That's our 3rd one here. Let me get this guy wrapped up. Alright, so now I got, I think, 3 out of the 7 or 8 now. Still looking for that Baines, Fernando, and especially Ricky. At this point with this... Oh, that's not coming off. That's not coming off. Bob Walk, Jim Bibby, Jerry Mumphrey. Okay, that's our 4th Jim Palmer. Marty Patton. Oh, that is cut awful. Jeez. Bad cuts. Bad cuts. Getting better now. Okay, another Steve Carlton. Jeff Newman. Bob Stanley, Terry Whitfield, Jim Fergosi, Bob Walk again, and a checklist. Okay, 2 packs left. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky. Oops. Nope, that ain't coming off. Silvio Martinez. Wow, that is like very spherical, that furrow. Gerald Tomlin, Corey Lansford, Marvis Foley, Bob Baylor, Luis Pujols, Greg Gross, George Riley, Bill Castro, Jerry Drabinski, Terry Kennedy, Rick Sutcliffe, Tom Pachorak, Mike Squires, Jim Norris, Craig Reynolds, last pack. Last chance for Ricky. I don't know, Elliott something. Al Oliver, John Milner, Tom Corcoran. Just kind of go slow and hopefully we get it. Lance Parrish, Rich Gale, Daryl Thompson, Mike Squires, John Milner, our fourth Gaylord Perry, Scott Sanderson, Silvio, Doc Medic, Sweet Lou, Larry Gura, Wayne Garland, Elliot Maddox, and Lee Lacey. So that is it, folks. I did kind of lie because I did hold back one pack for later on. But you can see that we pulled 2 Reggies and the Tim Raines rookie, the Nolan Ryan. And then we got the Carlton, Palmer, Seaver, Perry, Palmer, Sparky, Lasorda, Rose, Ainge, Palmer, Suter, Schmidt, MVP, Steve Sohn, Sparky, Lasorda, Pete Rose. Oh, gosh, that corner. Kill me. Richindinks, Gaylord Perry, Richindinks, Gaylord, LaRussa, another Seaver, Tony Perez, Burt Blyleven, Carlton Fisk, Parker, Fergie, Reardon rookie, Earl Weaver, Blackjack Morris, Vita Blue, Palmer, Gossage, Murphy. Geez, some of these bottoms there. Negro. Actually, that one's actually a really nice card there, that Reggie. Seaver again. Carlton, the George Brett MVP card, which is pretty awesome. Cox. Another Winfield, Jim Cott, Cox, Murphy, Mookie, Steve, Mookie, Yount, and Gaylord. So, who's who, really? I mean, thinking of like Hall of Famers that we missed out of this thing. We didn't get a few of them, but got a lot of them there, and I'm really excited about adding these 3 in particular to my personal collection. The best hitters card, the Raines rookie, and the Nolan Ryan. So thank you for sticking around. Let's get rolling. Let's get some football going in the next couple weeks. And as always, stay safe. God bless.